Toronto, I'm Daniel Spitz, and now the news. With just over a week remaining before the Canadian election, party officials continue to try and woo voters on the campaign trail. Prime Minister Stephen Harper made yet another plea for majority government, adding, "There is no place for minorities in Canadian Parliament." Liberal leader Michael Ignatieff demonstrated the weaknesses in our healthcare system by walking into a maternity ward unsupervised and eating several babies. Meanwhile, NDP leader Jack Layton has promised cuts to everything except for his mustache. As an undecided voter, I have no choice but to vote for the one party that has provided a clear, consistent message over this campaign, the Bloc Québécois, because I believe in a free, liberated, and redundant Quebec. Meanwhile, on the provincial front, Parti Québécois leader Pauline Marois has used her surging popularity to announce that she will call a referendum to separate from the rest of Canada if elected, stating, "Third time's a charm." In business news, retailer Target has filed an injunction against competitor Target Apparel, saying the two share similar logos and branding strategies. Target officials are hoping for a quick win so they can move on to their next threat, archery. ABC announced this week that they are officially giving the axe to long-running soap operas All My Children and One Life to Live, prompting us to do a segment called 65 Years of Soap Opera in 65 Seconds. Joining me now is the actress that played Grief Counselor number 4 on 2 episodes of Y&R in 1997. Please welcome Gertrude Wallingsworth. Start the clock. I'm back from the war.
I love you.
We're married.
I'm pregnant.
But we never...
It's your twin brothers.
That's me!
He's dead.
I killed him.
Father's estate came in.
We're rich!
Infighting. Divorce.
I'm off to war.
War's over.
I'm back from the war.
I'm sick.
Don't go.
It's critical.
I'm not your ex-husband. I'm your cousin.
I'm better.
Awkward.
You're kidnapped?
Send ransom. Eyebrow acting.
Non sequitur.
Dramatic pause.
Big ending.
Cliffhanger.
Dun dun dun.
Gertrude Wallingsworth, everyone. American restaurant chain Applebee's has come under fire for mistakenly serving a margarita to a toddler. Applebee's staff became aware of the toddler falling off the wagon when he literally fell off his wagon. News from the Hawaii Marathon, a 92-year-old woman has made the Guinness Book of World Records by becoming the oldest female to ever finish the race. When quoted, she said, "I pooped myself." And now a word from our sponsor. Talk Toronto is brought to you by the Toronto Maple Leafs toothbrush. The Toronto Maple Leafs toothbrush still works, even in April. In an effort to cut costs, the Ontario Liberals have removed cable TV packages from 20 minimum security prisons. So let that be a lesson to you, future shoplifters. If you break the penal code, you will not see Flashpoint. Penal code. With Passover and Easter holidays falling this week, some biblical scholars are claiming that God's wife was edited out of the Bible. Joining us now, Mrs. God.
Hi, Daniel.
According to scholars, you were never actually God's wife, just a fertility goddess.
It's true. I wanted to get married, but, he was only in it for himself. When I wanted to settle down with him, he was all like, "I love you, but I just need you to populate the earth." If he liked it, then he should have put a ring on it.
Do you guys still talk?
Just last week, he drunk dialed me, bragging about all the miracles he's been performing. I told him, you know what would be a miracle? Him helping around the house. Maybe he wants to buy me some flowers. Maybe he wants to notice me, buy me something nice.
Okay, I get it. I thought God was dead, though.
Why? Because that hack Nietzsche says so? God tries all the time to teach his children through his weekly God casts. At least it helps pay the bills.
Really? I always kind of figured that God would be rolling in cash.
He lost most of our savings in his construction and other blue-collar investments. His stockbroker marketed it to him as, get this, God's work.
Wow. I wasn't aware of any of this, but before you go, maybe tell us something about God's wife that we wouldn't know.
I'm left-handed.
God's wife, everyone. Jerry Seinfeld caused a rift this week, first canceling an appearance with Donald Trump, then referring to the royal wedding as a circus act. Cut to Seinfeld. What do you mean I don't get a day off for the wedding? I'm not invited! What do you mean? The Chicago house used in Ferris Bueller's Day Off has gone on sale for $1.65 million. Listings say it's in great condition, except for the broken glass in the garage, the Ferrari at the base of the ravine, and every once in a while, Matthew Broderick stops by to look for his career. And finally tonight, a 3D porn film in Hong Kong set a new box office record, outgrossing Avatar. So get ready for this summer when Hong Kong releases all of your porn-themed favorites like The Hangover 2, Position Impossible, and my personal favorite, Vaginal Destination. Well, that's the news. Good night, and good comedy.
Street, Bathurst Street, Queen Street, Parliament Street, Young Street. Welcome to Toronto.
Whether you call it Toronto, the T.O. Screwface capital like Theo. The Big Smoke, hot town, mega city. It's where I'm from, frankly, couldn't pick a better city to call home. From the 401 to Sky Dome, Scarborough, over west to Etobicoke, and all the parts lying in between. We're from Toronto, and T.O.'s the theme. That's right.
Welcome to Toronto. Welcome to Toronto.